It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Okay, welcome, and we are back.
We're back. We're just starting. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. It's a big week, big holy week for anyone that's a believer in pretty much anything. It's a big week. Even if you're a believer in travel, TSA should be getting paid today, so you can now travel, hopefully without a lot of lines.
Your taxes are due.
Yeah, that too. I got a stomachache over
I'm
that.
not in a good mood.
Anyway, you're not in a good mood today. You're a little, not even spicy,
April
just a little
15th.
grumpy. So
He actually forgot my name.
Take an extension. What can I tell you? It's all good.
Extension doesn't take away what you got to do.
But it takes away for a few months. You just kick it down the curb a little bit.
Really? That's what you do?
Sometimes, most
Like
times.
to kick it with your new shoes?
Kick it down the
Like to kick
curb until you can handle it. If you can't handle it, just kick
What
it.
if I can't handle it?
And kick it till October. Kick it till September, and then handle it a few months later.
And then there's the helpful kind.
What can I tell you? Anyway, happy Monday, everyone. Yes, it's Monday, which means Sally is back. Sally and Steve are back in the studio.
Sally's
Call
who?
me Zena.
See, he really did forget my name.
Call me Zena. I got the most beautiful fairy card, and look to your left. See the fairy in the glass in the globe? As my birthday gift, I put a spotlight on it. See
What
it?
is on my record player?
It's
What
a little
is that?
fairy.
It's a fairy.
No, I know that, but what is that over there?
A reindeer?
Yeah, where'd that come from?
Probably got though. I don't know. Max is here. She's crocheting. I guess she's teaching Ella how to crochet on her Monday craft segment, which is pretty cool. And a new friend of ours is joining us. And Martha's coming, and my facialist, which is so cool that I get to bring my outside world into the studio.
She's going to tell us what's in your head.
You know, I saw her on Saturday, and I walked around all day Saturday. Like literally, I rolled out of bed, no makeup, no hair, shorts. And then I'm thinking, wow, today I actually pulled myself together a little bit.
Is she allowed to tell us what's in your head?
Is she?
Can she tell us?
I don't know, maybe. I don't get to see her that often, but this week was special, so I wanted to invite her in to, she's got some exciting news to share also.
Well, I'm dying to hear this.
You?
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know if it's a thing for you, but it's a thing for women.
Well, it's a thing for women.
Yeah.
She don't do men with dreams?
Oh, that's the other side of it. I'm talking about the
there's
facial
something
side of it. I'm talking about the human side, as we call it.
I see.
But a lot of cool stuff, and we've got a new semester, new cruise starting. A lot of interesting things happening.
G-Man's in the house, and
which
that's
is
news in itself.
fantastic. I know. We had Dr. Gillen today, so you got to tune in tonight to Dr. Mensch at
here it
8:30
comes.
to hear all about his book. What'd you think of those stories?
I always like mobster stories.
I know you do.
It's intriguing the way he presents it. It's a little bit different, but interesting nonetheless. Get his book, Dr. Mensch.
And starting on Wednesday, we are doing David's Book Club for the 10 Recommandments. So get your book, get reading. We start on Wednesday. Recommandment 1, thou shalt not be a victim. Thou shalt not be a victim.
That's the first chapter?
That is the first recommandment.
Recommandment?
As in commandments, but it's a recommandment.
What's
You
recommendation?
can ask Dana when she comes in.
Recommendation?
Thou shalt not claim victimhood.
I love that.
You like that?
So you can't be a victim.
No.
You can only act like one.
No, you shouldn't act
you
like
can't
one.
have anything to do with being a victim, I guess. I haven't read the book.
It's about pretty much taking
What is-
accountability.
how does one become a victim? Or how do you
Because you think your state of life is based on what other people do. And it's like, oh, well, I can't do this because they did that. Or it makes you less than. It doesn't let your energy shine, and you let other people deem who you are.
Perfect.
It's when they don't take accountability for themselves, but they try to gaslight you, and you become the victim. But you're not the victim. You
hold
just
on,
think
hold on.
you
So
are.
if I am not as happy, I'm as happy as the saddest child I have.
Yes, that's not really a victim.
That's not a victim?
No,
No?
no.
You're as happy as the saddest child that you
I
have.
have.
You can't.
That's kind of like a codependency thing.
I had that too.
Isn't that being a victim?
No.
No, it's more codependency.
Wow.
You didn't know I knew that, right?
I didn't even know I knew that.
I did.
You do?
I do now.
Is that what you call it, codependence, not victim?
Well, a victim also can be codependent. There's a difference, but a victim.
But a codependent cannot be a victim.
Yes, a codependent is a victim. They're a victim of codependency.
Well, you see this?
Gee, man, what happened to
Yeah,
Sally's camera?
I
don't
just
know.
came on. I saw myself.
Did we lose?
It's okay.
Like he's like, what did I do with it? I
That's
think he put
okay.
it on.
Where
I
is
don't know. I think it's on Steve. It was on both of you. Then I think he might have moved it. He's
I don't
looking.
know.
It was on both of us. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you. Where's it coming from though? Oh, it's over there in
From
front
the
of Steve.
camera.
Okay. Anyway, thou shalt not claim victimhood.
Didn't hear that. That was an interesting
What
conversation.
the hell? Why not?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
So we're going to debate the victim and the
Oh, okay.
codependency all
Yeah,
day long.
that's
Things
fine.
aren't black and white. Things are colorful and take
But that's
accountability.
Not victim.
No, it's about just taking accountability for your life and not claiming victimhood.
And a codependent is putting yourself into somebody else's life that has problems, and you begin to feel it. And there's much more to codependency, but you're the victim because
you.
you become so involved with someone, and you're trying to help, but you can go overboard with it. It's much more. I couldn't
You know, I
explain.
guess it's like if
codependency right
you're abused as a child or exposed to substances by choice and you blame the substances or you blame the abuser for the rest of your life, that's claiming victimhood. That's not taking accountability. Even when your life has changed and you're taking actions to change your life, but no, because my father did this or my mother did that,
So you're blaming somebody else for your life.
claiming victimhood. So
That's victimhood?
yeah, so do not, chapter 1, recommendment 1
so
is
I'm
do
depressed
not do
because
that.
my daughter is depressed. Is that
No,
That's codependency.
that's not
actually.
victimhood.
Victim is you're the victim of that. Victim is exactly what Dawn said,
Isn't
which
it
was an
like the
amazing
part-
It would
analogy.
be if someone were an addict and they blame that substance for their whole life.
on somebody else?
You know, they're
No.
blaming their life on the substance. Or if you were abused,
Oh,
That's
so
you're
if I
blaming
drink a lot,
your
it's
life
the-
on that abuser instead of saying, you know what, that happened, I learned from it, it was bad,
and you move on.
and I'm moving on, and
So
I'm
if
learning
an
from the
alcoholic,
experience.
The bottle made me an alcoholic?
But you're learning from the experience. You move on. You can't blame the alcohol for who
Right.
you are. You chose that. You can't blame that bottle. You opened
Well, I
it, you drank
chose
it.
it, but it's the alcohol that's making me this way.
But is it?
I have a choice.
Yeah.
No, I have a choice of not drinking it 100%.
One time I heard something that made me think that it say things in life happen for you, not to you. So when you start seeing that everything
That's
happens
great.
because it's a opportunity to learn from, to stop being victim.
Just like Rabbi Jenny used to say that. But what I'm saying is if I drink
I've never read that.
and I get drunk, or if I have one cocktail and I'm not drunk, but I'm impaired, and I'm driving down the highway and the other car hits me,
Oh, that's a different victim.
is it a different thing?
Yes, it's different.
Yeah, that is a
How is
victim.
it different?
You're a victim of an accident.
Okay, I'm a victim of an accident. Well, thank you
But
very
that's
much.
different. But this is more of
But
an
this is
emotional
But hold on,
victimhood.
but being impaired may have contributed to the accident. no?
Maybe.
But we're talking about victim as how you live in your life, not victim of the circumstance in the moment. That's the way that I see it, right? In the moment, yeah, you can be a victim. If somebody come and shoot you, you are a victim. In
Exactly.
That moment. But it's not a victim that you live in your life as a victim. Like I'm sorry for myself. Oh my gosh, poor me because this didn't happen.
Okay, so I'll give you one. Living with someone else, and that person, I get abused and what have you from this person, but I never turn on this person. I don't report him, or when I report him to the police, I don't file charges. Are all these women, men, victims? Because I've seen it. I've seen women get abused by men. We go in to arrest them, and they won't file charges against them.
They're victims of that assault, but are they going to define that as their life
Exactly.
story?
I was just going to say
Is that action going to define them for the rest of their life? And will every
can,
person there,
yes.
but then you're claiming victimhood. Then you're letting that experience
Exactly.
change who you are, and you become the victim, and you live that life of victimhood. Oh,
Perfect.
woe is me, look what happened to me, all of those things.
Dawn,
Instead
when
of
are we
saying,
going to open our therapy?
have a seat on my couch right
I
here.
have our first patient.
The problem is that I don't see the consistency behind it.
We'll tune in on
Two
Wednesday.
different ways of looking at a victim. There's the true victim, and then you become the victim if you let that, whatever it happened to you, define you. That's a different victim, because you're now always poor me, poor me, poor me. But something that could have happened 10 years ago as a victim, the first part of the victim. The second part is then you let it define who you are. Then you're always going to be defining that, and you're always becoming that victim of what happened, correct?
Correct.
To be continued, because
So
I have plenty of.
Check it out on Wednesday. Join the 10 Recommendments book club. Just get the book.
And that's the first
At
one.
Ubuntu Fish Gallery, there's 10 recommendments of the book, UBU NTU. UbuntuFishGallery.com. So Dana will be in soon. UBU.
I'll take it up with
You're
Dana.
going to take it up with Dana. She's going to be here soon anyway. What else you got cooking?
I see that they are giving you a hobby for being a grandma. So that you could do something for the baby very nicely and crochet it. But the only problem is I don't want you to be a victim, and I don't want you to whip out your AARP card.
It's a patience thing for me. I think it's lovely. I don't know if I have the patience to wait for the results.
Well, think about who it's for. You have to grow patience for the baby.
I don't know. I did a really good job online shopping this weekend, and I got
No,
things
that's just
delivered the
rapid
next
finger
day.
movement. No, that doesn't count.
No, you can be surprised. You can be surprised because I had the opportunity when I was like 13 years old.
Hold your
to-
mic up.
Okay, I had the opportunity when I was like 13 years old to do that kind of art. And when you start doing the work, you think, and
Oh,
you don't
she-
realize what you're doing. So you can be surprised. It can help you to relax, create something, and give you the time to meditate and think. And when you realize, you advance a lot.
When you're done.
Yeah, it's a. You can be surprised. I would encourage you to try it.
That could be the cure to your madness.
I could probably handle that more than the string thing.
No, because the string thing, you're looking at your hands with the string. This thing is automatic. Purl 1, stitch 2. Purl 1, it's just continually. So you don't think about what you're doing.
That's knitting.
Yeah.
It's
What?
beautiful.
That's knitting.
That's knitting.
Yeah, listen, so cut it in half, because there's one stick. You know what I mean? Just doing it without thinking about it, just doing it. The other thing you have to think about, turn the wheel.
Dawn, I should share doing that with you. It would never get finished. Because I feel exactly the same as you. So you take one end and I'll take the other.
It's-
It will be
I
like,
think it's just like a
Beautiful.
patience.
I was a victim of crocheting.
Don't be a victim.
A former wife spent every waking moment crocheting, so we had no time.
I used to crochet.
I don't know, is that
back in the
any
day.
different than the guys watching basketball or football and then the 162 baseball games in the season?
And 82 basketball seasons. Well, ain't no different than watching Babylonia, whatever you watch on TV.
He's watching it with me,
Oh, man,
actually.
there's something wrong with him. He's a victim.
We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to check in with Max and Ella on the other side of the studio, and they're going to teach us how to crochet. Crochet 101 for Grandma over here. More to come. We'll be right back.
Discover Rosie's Garden. The collection draws inspiration from the beautiful niece of the founder, Rosie, who brought joy to many before passing too soon. Her beauty and spirit are reflected in every piece. Founded by two friends, Rosie's Garden is a female-owned brand passionate about creating stunning, elegant jewelry that embodies the concept of bellissima, the Italian word for beautiful. With a philosophy rooted in grace and elegance, the brand crafts each piece of jewelry using only the finest materials, including 18-karat gold and the highest quality craftsmanship, ensuring that every piece is a true work of art.
finding the world's best coffee. Nothing can stop Don Pablo from getting you the rarest coffees, traveling across continents, climbing the highest mountains, overcoming immense obstacles, all for the quest of greatness. Experience this excitement with every sip.
Looking for music that brings back the memories? True Oldies FLA is South Florida's premier destination for timeless hits from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. Brought to you by M2 TV Network. Broadcasting across multiple FM and HD stations, including 95.3 FM in Delray Beach and Boca Raton, 95.9 FM in Palm Beach County, 96.9 FM in Broward County and North Miami-Dade, and 106.9 FM on the Treasure Coast. True Oldies, FLA. Feel good music that spans generations.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
Duckworth Studio and AMP Media are collaborating to elevate your brand's visuals. It's time to update your image with professional photography. Let's showcase your brand with sophisticated, high-quality images. Whether you own a restaurant, a medical practice, an art studio, or lead a passionate team, we craft compelling stories for every business. Choose from a range of packages designed to fit your unique business needs. From a quick content refresh to extensive visual storytelling. Contact Max Duckworth today for your complimentary consultation. Email, call, text, or visit duckworthstudio.com.
Attention men, here's a great way to have more fun in bed and save money. If you want to take something like Viagra, they can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Yes, $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. These pills work for men to improve their performance and confidence. You'll love them. And now for the price of 2 or 3 pills, you can get 50 or more for around $100. You'll save hundreds of dollars off retail prices. That's enough to buy your date a nice dinner. Don't pay expensive prices for Viagra. Call now, order 50 or more of our blue pills, and pay as little as $2 a pill and save hundreds of dollars. Call anytime for confidential shipping.
Call Steelman Pills now. 800-485-3208. 800-485-3208. 800-485-3208. That's 800-485-3208.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, we're back.
So if you want to change your mindset, Mindset Monday, here's a great technique and a new skill that Max Duckworth is going to share with us. So Max and Ella, what do we got cooking over there? Or weaving, I guess.
We're crocheting today. I have this. So it's crochet is really fun because I only know a basic crochet stitch, and I'm making this crazy like abstract type of weird shaped blanket. And
a crazy stitch?
It's just, so this is just a simple crochet stitch, and Ella's already she's getting really good at it. So the hardest part is like getting right, holding the yarn and the tension. So the difference between crochet and knitting is that crochet is 1 needle and knitting is 2 needles. And fun fact, they haven't, you can get machine knit garments and all sorts of things, but you can't get there isn't machine crocheting. Like, they haven't figured out how to teach the robots how to crochet for whatever reason. I don't know why. But I think, so I'm really passionate about, things you do with your hands and crafts, and like keep the arts alive, the archaic, the cool different crafts. There's all sorts of, there's a guild of like dyeing crafts, and you can get all sorts of information online about different skills. But so today we're working on crocheting, and so wait, I'm gonna give it back over to you.
How long have you been working on that?
So it's been on and off but this took me this is like 1 whole ball of yarn, and I could do that in like a movie, the length of a movie. Wow. It goes so fast. Like just this little yellow edge, I did this right since we've been sitting here before the show. So it goes really fast. Like once you get your rhythm, it goes really fast. And so you're not going to be able to I'm not going to be able to exactly show you. If you really want to learn, it would be best to like pull up a video where they have like a camera that has that shows the hands like close up. I just really want people to educate people about doing crafts and things with your hands, because it's just, you can do it while you watch TV, or you can take a break from your screen, because I'm just also very passionate about the digital detox, because the screens are important. I'm with them every day. I love them, but I don't know if anybody else gets a little tired of them. And, okay, are you ready?
Does Chris like TV?
He loves it.
So what do you do when you want to crochet and he's watching TV?
We do this, and a lot of times he'll put on just a movie or something, like if it's like a gangster movie or something I'm not really into, then I'll work on something like this. And so she's already kind of, oh wait, did you loop it around? Oh yeah, you did it, you got it. So then
you don't have to look at it after a while. You've been doing it, right? You just do it.
You kind of gotta look back and forth, but yeah, you can. My mom actually learned how to knit from her grandmother when her grandmother was in the hospital having had cataract surgery, and so she could not see when she was teaching my mom, and so, but she knew by the movements that, and was able to teach. That's how my mom learned, and so then I learned when I was a kid, and oh yeah, you're doing good. You did good.
One, but
all right, and now so see how you.
Is that one in it?
Yeah. So go to the next one, and then you looped it around, and then go through.
I love the yarn and the colors.
And it's pretty inexpensive at Michael's. I always recommend to get. Make sure your yarn is, depending on what you're making, make sure it's machine washable, just because.
How many yards is that yarn?
It's a good question. I have no idea. I have no idea.
No, you went to the store and just bought a ball of yarn?
Are you still baking?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
So
this is like the third ball of yarn I'm on for this little blanket.
That takes a lot of patience.
So, but it doesn't come in a ball, though. It comes in a skein, and you have to unravel it and make a ball out of it, right?
So that's the nice, the more fancier yarn comes in a skein, and you do have to, they have if you go to a fancy yarn store, they have a little machine where they can strap it on this thing and push it a button, and it winds it into a ball really quick. Otherwise, my trick is you use the back of a dining room chair, and you take it apart and you put it around the back of the chair so you can wind it into a ball.
Is that what you did with this one?
No, this one came in a ball. It came pre-balled, because it's cheap yarn. It's made out of acrylic, or not the, it's not the most high quality yarn, but it's okay. It's good. It's soft. It's machine washable. It's easy to work with.
How do you get a shape?
Huh?
How do you make a shape?
So with crochet, it's a lot more freestyle than knitting, which is why I like it, because you can kind of. Go in any sort of way you want, it feels like. Whereas knitting, it's very rigid rows, and it's a little more difficult to make fun shapes. So that's why I'm really just having fun with this. I know I'm not doing it technically correct, But I don't think that really matters. And I think, just try it. Like, it looks great. And I it's a little wonky in the middle here where I started because I didn't really know how to make a circle or a shape. So, but I got it figured out.
Cool. The part that I'm impressed with is, what is that yarn hanging? Hold it up.
This yellow thing on the...
what is that?
Well, so I want to make it's eventually, so each, this was a ball of yarn, the blue was a whole ball of yarn, and it's just going to be big blobs of color eventually. It is going to be a big old blanket thing.
This is heavy.
Yeah, it's already, that's this is 2 balls of yarn, and then this is, so it goes fast.
Nice.
Anyway.
She has the patience.
Very pretty. Steve, you like crochet?
I'd rather just click the remote control.
Well, it's funny, they do have these weird knitting apps nowadays, I've seen. It's I don't know how the algorithm obviously knows that I like knitting, so I got advertising, but it was wait, no, I'm not gonna knit on an app.
Do you know the only thing when I go to the cafe Facebook page, you know what it is? Baseball.
Not the cafe. No, there's no baseball.
Skincare.
That's
makeup. Baseball. It's everything that you and I look at is what's on our feed. No, it's not posted, but if you go onto the cafe account and you scroll, it's baseball and makeup and skincare.
I'm going to start looking up.
And Passover cooking. Not that I'm cooking for Passover.
I'm going to look up something education. Look at this woman flying around.
Or that.
Or look up dying crafts, trades that are dying, glass blowing, I guess, is maybe they're losing people who know how to make all these different cool things.
That is true, right? We're losing our little cottage industries because everything's gone to big corporate reproduction, mass reproduction, cheaper ways to do it, outsourcing it, and I think, that's part of losing our human touch and humanity.
Do you think we'll start making clothes for robots?
I think we've definitely lost our touch with humanity, and I love that you're doing that, Maxinella, because it brings it back to being a human.
Yeah.
Doing things that you can do things to change your mindset, to unclaim victimhood, to take your life back and do something that you want to do.
I get with the unclaim.
Take your life back. If people are doing things to you that make you feel uncomfortable and you can change your outlook, do it. If it can be something like this or just finding that happy place.
Let me know if that works for you.
I'm going to let you know. Facials, exactly.
Known you for 10 years, and let me know when that happens.
Well, that's how I kind of spend my weekends. I do all my personal care on the weekends. Then I get to connect with some fantastic people.
You should take some of that knitting so that when you're talking, you don't have to even think about it. You're doing it. Next thing you know, your granddaughter has a pair of boots.
My granddaughter's going to, yes, pair of boots. All right, more to come. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to chit-chat some more with our studio audience. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
Welcome to Working Nurses Home Care, where your private care is our priority. We provide medical and supportive private duty care all under one agency serving Broward, Palm Beach, and the Treasure Coast. From long-term care and companionship to recovery support, our nurses, therapists, and home health aides are here for you. We accept most major insurances including United Medicare, Aetna, Humana, Oscar, Cigna, and Medicare. Count on us for care that you can trust. Call Broward at 954-916-7458 or Palm Beach at 561-409-0767. Visit us at www.workingnurseshomecare.com. At Working Nurses Home Care, we are here to serve and support.
Welcome to La Mesa Cafe Bistro, where every cup has a story. From freshly brewed coffee to comforting, flavorful dishes, it's the perfect place to slow down and savor the moment. Open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. from Tuesday to Saturday, and 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday and Monday. Stop by and taste the difference at 48 Northeast 1st Avenue in Boca Raton.
Looking for great coffee and a place to unwind? Come to Tiki Coffee and Desserts. We serve gourmet coffee made fresh, rich espresso, smooth lattes, and handcrafted specialty drinks made just the way you like them. Pair it with one of our delicious desserts, from creamy cheesecakes to fresh pastries and sweet treats made to satisfy every craving. No matter what you're in the mood for, you can trust that it's been prepared with care and quality ingredients. Enjoy a warm, welcoming atmosphere where our friendly staff make you feel right at home the moment you walk in. Whether you're meeting friends, taking a break, getting some work done, or simply treating yourself, Tiki Coffee and Desserts is the perfect stop. Don't miss out on an irresistible experience you'll want to come back to again and again. Tiki Coffee and Desserts, the hottest new coffee shop in Boca.
Imagina que este es tu dinero y alguien te lo quiere quitar. ¿Quién es? El IRS. Adivina qué, quieren tu dinero y pueden tomarlo, todo si quieren. Entonces, ¿qué haces? Usted contraataca dejando que nuestro equipo de expertos lo resuelva con el IRS para poder conservar su dinero. Llame ahora mismo y aprende gratis cómo podemos ayudarte a volver a ponerlo en tu bolsillo. 5 minutos de tu tiempo pueden ahorrarte miles de dólares.
Join the AMP Media Futures Foundation at Crazy Uncle Mike's for Caps Off for a Cause, where we help young adults fresh from graduation advance in the world of media production. With your donation, we can help graduates by giving them the training and skills needed to get a foothold in the media production industry. To participate, scan the QR code here to purchase tickets. Once you do that, you can enjoy a drink, have some light snacks, and potentially get networking opportunities. Caps Off for a Cause will take place on May 12th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., located at Crazy Uncle Mike's on 6450 North Federal Highway, Boca Raton, Florida, 33487. For further information, contact the AMP Media Futures Foundation through their email, phone number, or website as seen here. We hope to see you soon.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape, the perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, we're back.
So I want to introduce everyone to somebody new we've never had at the studio before. I don't even know her last name, but her name is Martha, and she does my facials. And I know you're like, oh, that sounds so silly. Why did you bring Martha on, who does your facials? But, right, the introduction sounds kind of strange. I don't see her that often. And on Thursday, I get a text from her, and she says, I have an opening. I have a story to tell you. And I'm like, okay, I have an appointment with you, which I don't often have. So I called her back, and at the same time, it was like Sally, oh my gosh, it was meant to be. So I go in, and she starts sharing all these stories and her visions and things that she's doing in her life. And I said, please come to the studio and surround yourself with all of our woo, because when you have these gifts, I like to call them gifts and visions and dreams, it's nice to know there's other people like you and other people that accept what you do. Because in this world, there are other people that do not understand. So I wanted her to see a little bit of what we do and share. She's got a new business opportunity that she's venturing into. Did some cool things.
Very nice.
So tell us what you're doing. What's next?
Okay, thank you for a beautiful introduction. Yes, my name is Marta Vera. I have been doing facials for more than 28 years, believe it or not.
Wow.
Time fly. But I love what I do. I love people. I believe a lot in energy. We are energy. Right now, I start a new business. It's a mobile spa. I decide to do this because sometimes I have clients, they cannot come as often because the time, they don't have 20, 30 minutes to drive to the spa, and they come back to the house. So I think, and I want to offer something different. You know, always is pretty much the same. The place where you have to go. So this is bringing something different for people, you know, to offer this type of service. And facial is more just that a facial, and you can support
Right,
this.
it's not just a
right?
facial.
It's not just a facial. It's a time where people relax, take care of themselves. More than a esthetician and psychology.
Because she listens. I don't know, do you listen more to your clients or do you get to share the conversation?
It depends. I go with the flow. If I feel clients want to talk and talk and talk, and you know, it's the opportunity that when wants to say everything, and they know I'm not gonna judge. You know, they know that I'm not gonna share what they're telling me. So if they wanna talk, it's fine. Now, if they ask me opinion, of course in a very gentle way, because I don't wanna be aggressive neither, I give the opinion. But I feel sometimes it's God the one that put in my mouth what I have to say. And sometimes I say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I say this. And I learn. In all this year, I have been learning a lot from my clients. So I really appreciate the opportunity to be there and hear stories, because I can write a book. I'm telling you. And now that when I become mother, I keep in mind a lot of my clients' experience when they were raising the kids. Because I would say like 80% of my clients are regular clients that come every month, and they have been coming to me for like 20 years. So I have been with them in all the process, when they married, when they were pregnant, when they were raising the kids. So it's kind of fascinating, be part in one way or other one in my client's journey. So.
And you have dreams and visions of things. So I
Yes.
said, how many vans are you going to do? She says 20. Not
Thinking
one,
big.
20. And then you tell me why you were doing 20.
Okay, one thing that I have been trying to do or I'm learning is to think in bit. Sometimes we limit ourselves. I would say like 5 years ago, I decided to read more the Bible, to looking for more the spiritual knowledge, you know. And in the Bible, I was reading some Salmo. There is the Juan, versicle 4, I think, or 3, that talk when Jesus started doing the first miracle. And it was when he converts the water for wine. And when he asked to fill it up, the pots that were there, he didn't say, do it just half or do just a little. He said, fill it up full. So, and when God is going to give us, and we really believe, it's a lot. It's 10 times more of what we can imagine. And if you turn back in your future, you can see nowadays you have 10 times more of in one moment what you think you were going to have. You start with a little something, but when you start walking, things become even bigger. So, and sometimes we ask just a little, or I just want 1 band, or I want just 2. And no, why don't say 20, 50, you know, or have it all around United States? Why not? No? Why not? It's because maybe since we are little, we are, you know, kind of believing that we have to ask little, to don't be greedy. And not necessarily like that. So those are things that I'm trying to change in my mind too.
She's got a great mindset. And I thought it's so much in alignment with what we get to do here. And I thought just bring in a more positive mindset on a Monday. Why not? Just think bigger, right? Don't think smaller, but it's true. Think about the studio. Did you ever think, if you look back, we would have this?
No.
10 times, at least 10 times more than we ever imagined.
Wasn't even a thought.
Right? And then
I
all the
always
things.
thought that we would do our shows at radio stations, whether it's one station, two stations, three. Never thought that we would bring it all into one house. And it happened because we had to, actually. You didn't want to be at the station. It's too small.
And then look, and God gave us this great studio.
It took two turns, but it finally happened.
But God gave us this great, great space. And just when you think, oh, we need more crew, we meet great people like Ella, and Nicole's doing new things, and Patricia, and Alfonso, and that's just after 2 more days. Haven't even gone through the list of the new ones.
Which is pretty
amazing, right? If you can just tune out the noise and look at the abundance of things.
And do things in purpose. I'm sure you have a good purpose, right? When you start doing, it was your passion. You enjoyed it, right? So when you are that is a belief that I have. When you are walking the right path with passion and believing, and just know, yeah, everybody wants money, and agree. But more than money, when you do things because you love it and you enjoy your path, your journey, God starts putting everything to you and open more doors and give you happiness, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It works.
You always say, Sally, raise a high vibration.
It's in anything, and I mean, I've been doing this quite a while here now. But every time you hear something, to higher your vibrational energy, you actually look at what you've even been hearing differently, and that happened to me over the weekend. The same words, but coming from a higher vibration, had a different meaning. Same words, but a different meaning to it. So when you say ask for something, I absolutely agree with that. Because if you want more, which most people, if they're asking, if it's something, I don't want to keep using money, but let's say that, you want more, so ask, see what happens. I believe it works. As long as you believe it, it's going to the right places.
And it's interesting because we talk about it so much in here, the woo, right? The woo is us, the woo is you, the energy, the vibrations. But when I actually go outside of the studio and I'm with somebody who's repeating all the things that we do every day, like this to me is a message, whatever the message, whatever the meaning is of alignment. And we got to stick together. If you're in alignment, you stick together, you raise your vibration, your frequency with people like you.
And then that frequency goes out to the people that are picking it up because they have the same vibrational energy. But on the flip side of that, if you're always depressed, guess who you're always, well, not always, but you're more inclined to meet more depressed people. They say that saying, misery likes company. Well, happiness likes company too, right?
When is the mobile spa open?
I think it's gonna be ready hopefully in like 2 months. Right now I'm waiting for that beautiful suite that is gonna be inside. It's very cool. I was very happy. It's like my first toy. That is the way that I see it. And every day that I'm working that, I enjoyed it. My husband, as I told you, he got a mini stroke in November. And believe it or not, that was a good opportunity for me to say, okay, I'm facing a challenge, but now is when I have to focus, be sad or be worried is not gonna help me. So I didn't give up my dream. I keep doing what made me feel happy, and he feel like I wasn't afraid because I have the faith. And those are the moments that we have, if you believe in God, those are the moments that we have to say, yes, I believe in God and something's happening for a reason. So move forward or keep doing what you love. And it's amazing, but the other day I heard a statistic say that 80% of people are doing things that they don't love. And that is sad.
That's high.
It's sad, and that is maybe that what is affecting the world. But if everybody do what they love, I think we can make a big difference in the world, no? That is my opinion. I don't know.
Her lightness, her energy is so infectious in a good way. It's like you just want to hear more of what she has to say.
So if I had met her 10 years ago when I met you, you would have said yes?
Yeah, I agree. agree that she
timing, right?
We'll get to you in a second. so the first year, and second, well, hold on, no, I'm gonna get there. Second year, third year. That one over there took 3 years. That one visited, said I'll be right back, and it took her 3 years. I love it. I love this whole. This is what you should do with her. At least she's going after her dream.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes. You should drink some of that Kool-Aid, and you should rub some of that Kool-Aid on you.
Timing is important, Freddie. Timing, and that's why sometimes it's delayed.
You know, if I hear the word one more time, God's time,
you just said it.
Jesus' time, or timing, I'm gonna burst.
But you know what else I thought was refreshing with Martha? It's from a Hispanic upbringing. We've never seen that in the studio.
Not consistently.
Right? Of faith, of stepping in. They say it, saying it, and walking it are two different things, right?
Latinos don't have the
taking
stamina.
the action and really the belief of what it is they say, but then the belief, it doesn't, right, it's not consistent.
It's not.
And I thought that was really interesting.
Latinos
also.
are too self-critique. They criticize themselves too much. So that if you hold a microphone in this hand instead of this one, the world comes to an end. And the drama is tremendous among Latinos. Oh, this doesn't look good. The hands are waving, and they don't have the consistency.
So I love your message.
Thank you.
And your dreams. And you've been having dreams, you said, since you were a little girl.
Yeah, since I was very little, sometimes I question to myself, or I was afraid, and try to block them in one point. But in other hands, and I say I have to just stop it and again try to connect more with God, with that energy, and that open more. And one day I remember I was sleeping, and I was very happy. Okay, why? Because I was married with a guy that in one point I asked God to, put in my path. I have a handsome boy as a son. I was living in my dream house, and I have a perfect job, but I was feeling bad. I was feeling not bad, but I have like anxious. I was feeling weird, and I went to the bed and I asked God why I'm feeling this way. And I heard, I can tell you that is true. I heard when God told me, you were praying before and you asked for a husband, I give you the husband. You asked for a son, I give you a son. You asked me for a beautiful house, you have it. And a good job, you have it. And you forget about me. I wasn't praying, I wasn't doing meditation, nothing. Because I have everything. What in one point I wanted. So after that, I say that's it. And I start reading more about God. I start doing more meditation. I'm trying to get more connection. And then I start having more dreams. Dreams that sometimes help people around me. That is a blessing. In my life too, I found a lot guide. Sometimes God says, not the time, don't do that. But I want it, but I have to listen. And I stop. And sometimes God say, go ahead, move forward. Don't worry, I am with you. And even though I see everything that is not the way that I wanted, I just keep walking. But that is that. That is my advice to everybody. Even now, my husband, that is through the healing process, I told him, honey, this is a blessing. This is a little break that I feel God, life, whoever you want to call it, is giving you, because he's engineer. And always everything has to be like perfect, like have control. And that is not life. We have to let it go. How he just say, I don't know if I'm holding this in the right way, but here I go, And I say, this is your time. Just life is telling you, stop. Take a little break. Think about your life. Do I really love what I'm doing? All those kind of questions. So, thank God he's saying, I think he's in good path.
If you want a spiritual facial, you need to check out Martha has the amazing esthetician. Incredible. What do you think?
Okay.
He wants a facial.
You want a facial? He wants a conversation with you, I think.
I always found I always found, I always go back to my grandfather always told me, if you want something and you ask God for it, then why should God grant it? Because you're always thinking about God when you want something. Why can't you just have a conversation with God whenever you can, in the middle of your day? Why don't you just sit? And here we have all sorts of places you can sit.
Sure.
Forget about the want. This is not a poker deal. We tell God, I need this, I want this, why can't I get this? Okay, if you do this, no, I don't buy into that. I think that if I'm going to have a conversation, good, bad, or indifferent, I could be having a great day. I could be walking. I could be talking to Steve, and all of a sudden I says, Steve, I'll be right back, and I'll go and I'll sit somewhere, and I'll have a conversation. You don't make an appointment to talk to your parents, do you? Well, you're not supposed to anyway. Forget who I'm talking to.
But one big word, and is gratitude. So if you have gratitude even at that time, as you were telling us that, which is a beautiful story, I'm thinking the last part, if the gratitude had been there, everything else would have then continued. But you can get it all, but we've got to appreciate what we've got through gratitude.
I mean, even if you lose a loved one, like when I lost my mom, I can't be mad because I lost Mom. It happens. We go through life, But I'm happy about the memories that I had. I'm happy about all the things that I went through with her, all the things she taught me. I'm not going to get mad at God because this isn't, the God I believe in is a loving God. And if I love me, then I can reflect how he loves people. So it's really simple. I'm not going to ask. I'm going to do. And if something is befitting to be given to me, then so be it. It's all part of the memories. It's all part of what we're here to do, is to help one another. But asking God for favors, man, it reminds me of a poker deal. He's not in it to play poker.
It's the same thing with so many people blaming God for allowing this to happen and that to happen. It's ridiculous.
It just makes no sense.
Raise your energy, raise your vibration.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? And hear your messages, enjoy life.
And enjoy people around you. She's lucky because she actually gets to be very close and personal to the skin. The touch, it's like masseuse. It's like doctors.
Are you an empath? You're empathic? You feel them? Yeah.
Empática.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured I knew you were.
Yeah, because.
So the touch, actually, you can feel.
The touch. And, we talked about, for 10 years, I remember in baseball, they used to tap you in the back of the leg. When you made an out, you made a home run, they used to let you know it's going to be okay. And there was always that tap. Back in my day, they used to tap the butt. Yeah. But they stopped doing that because it got a little creepy. Then you tap the back of the knee. And that's all about the touch. It's about why the gift is in our hands. The extension of relating with one another. It seems like the only thing we know how to do is how to punch each other. We don't know how to extend and help each other. That's the problem that I have with all this right now, because we don't learn. We have not learned a damn thing.
Maybe it's time to change. There's so many things that are shifting. If you just feel it and believe. My weekend was like, just feel it. Started with Martha and have all these things on TV and a holiday weekend, and just feel what's happening. Feel the higher vibration instead of going to the lower noise. Turn off the TV and
I've been talking about
access.
that the whole weekend.
Right? Do something creative. Spend time with your family, whatever it is. Have a meal together. Get a facial, get a massage. Do something that brings joy. But you got to, my mother used to call it the idiot box. Turn off the TV and engage with other people.
You have to remember that the ones with the power are the ones that are not listening. They're just doing whatever they feel they can because they feel they can. With no rhyme or reason. They just do what they want to do because they want to do it.
But even you want to go to the mobile spa now, right?
No, I didn't say that.
It's going to be parked outside your door, so.
Yeah, we got to bring it here.
We'll bring it here.
Yeah.
Of course, when it's ready.
We'll bring it here.
It's always ready. It's already happened. You just haven't caught up yet.
Yeah, it's true.
You see, that's the argument I have about manifestation. Let me manifest. It's already happened.
But that's the
it's
true way
already
to do
happened.
manifestation.
You were here 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You just subtracted 3 from the equation.
That's correct.
A lot of good stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. There's so much more to do and talk about. You talk all day. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. As soon as we find out more information on Martha's Mobile Spa, we'll let you know. But in the meantime, you can find her at Skin Appeal over on Powerline and like Birdie Trail area between Palmetto and Glades Road. And Skin Appeal has been there, my God, Kim said 34 years in October.
Wow.
You talk about a legacy in this community and building
Long
business. Same place, same location, and everyone in there is spectacular. All right, more to come on the other side of this commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramer's taste.
Imagine this. A loved one, a son or a daughter, has just suffered from a life-threatening accident. They're transported to a state trauma hospital, and despite being in the care of professional physicians, they tragically pass away due to preventable medical errors. As if this was not tragic enough, then finding out that legal statutes in the state of Florida devalue your loved one's life to zero. This is what we are fighting against. Come join Edward Salazar as he discusses the issues surrounding free kill laws and how to resolve them. Catch The Fight Against Free Kill Laws with Ed Salazar on Monday, 5 p.m. on all social media. Learn who we are and join our cause today.
RCCA has a team of specialized therapists to treat a wide array of injuries and conditions, including balance issues, back pain, fall prevention techniques, joint replacements, and stroke rehab. Our therapists at RCCA help adults reclaim their strength and flexibility, allowing them to return to their hobbies and sports. We tailor treatment to return our patients to activities they love, such as croquet, gym workouts, golf, pickleball, and tennis. Our state-of-the-art equipment and therapists ensure that there is something here for everyone.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest get tacked on, and now you're struggling just to make the minimum due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because we've personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by up to 50% and stop the late fees if you qualify. Please call our special debt hotline number right now for a completely free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call now.
Call 866-307-7152.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
On this day in 1822, the Florida Territory is created in the United States. On this day in 1867, Alaska is purchased from Russia for $7.2 million, about 2 cents per acre, $4.19 per square kilometer, by United States Secretary of State William H. Seward. On this day in 1870, Texas is readmitted to the United States Congress following Reconstruction. On this day in 1949, a riot breaks out in Austurvallur Square in Reykjavik to protest Iceland joining NATO.
Busy. Yeah, we're back.
And we're back. All right. I got to see with Sally what we're talking about today. On Call Me Zena.
She's eating.
Steve, what are we talking about today on Call Me Zena?
We're talking, oops.
Oops.
I was eating. Higher vibrational energy.
Ah, perfect timing.
Think, yeah. I'm not sure because Dana's coming in, so I told her just whatever she wants to throw at me, I'll answer.
And Max is staying.
But I think we're all on that higher vibration right now, so it's a continual conversation of the same thing.
It's not easy, at least for me, to consistently block out the noise and stay in it, to walk in it all the time.
I don't think we're even meant to do that, Dawn. But I think when you get to a higher energy, or because we are energy, you actually automatically, because you're higher, you're going to meet the people of that same frequency. So it's already there, so you won't notice it as much. You're staying on that high vibration. Only time you will notice it is when you get out of that vibrational energy and you're feeling different, as you were saying. We all say the same thing. You're saying exactly what I say. It has to be right, because why are we all coming to that same decision? We know that. So it's like feeling low, and then you don't realize it, but you stay on that low vibration, so you're meeting everyone on that low vibration. Once you change it and you begin to feel the difference, that's when you realize, oh, well, this is different. Everything that I'm talking about, look at the amount of people we meet in here. We're talking the same conversation. We're saying the same things. That's not coincidence. I didn't know you were coming in today and be speaking the way that, how I speak a lot, because I've decided for real, definitely I'm staying on that high vibration. Will I lose that? Sometimes I'm come down, yes, but I'll be aware of it, and that's where the difference is.
But you've been in that higher vibrational energy recently for a very long time, and you won't come down off that mountain.
No, I've been coming down off it, but I'm aware of that. So once you become aware of it and really, really realize it and feel it, look how many people we've met of the same vibration. It's here, right here in the studio. I don't care how bad I might feel outside of there. Once I come in here, I'm back right where I'm meant to be. There's something in this place. However, I want to continue all the time outside of here. We're all human. We're still living a human life. It won't happen all the time, but I know the difference, and that's what's important, knowing the difference.
Well, it's interesting because what Dana is talking about is she wants you to align your spheres, your alignment, your
The
chakras,
chakra.
your energy levels, so that you'll be able to then see the differences in high and low frequency.
I know it. I see it completely. And even over this weekend, because the more that you meet likewise, not wise, I shouldn't say that, like-minded people, you begin to see it even more, because what you might be thinking about, you actually haven't heard someone else say it. Like, you're just saying that to me. It makes sense to me, but how many people would say, I want you to line this up and this up?
Well, this is, and I can get Max involved in the conversation. She had, Dana had a conversation with Russell, who happens to be a very knowledgeable man. He's been in the radio business for over 70 years. He knows this business. He understands it. And what she was trying to explain is that there are lots of people who say lots of things. And there's a lot of things written by a lot of people. And a lot of it is good if you follow it and everything else. But what she would like to do is to see you align yourself so you can see what it is that you want to follow.
Well, I tell you, I think she's actually sent me those messages telepathically, because I really mean that, because I didn't know that. But this weekend and everything, even when I text her, it was exactly what she'd been talking about, because she sent it. I won't say the exact words when she said, when you hear it, you're going to. And I said, oh my God, it was exactly what I was understanding completely.
Yeah, because there are people that don't get it. They get it, but they don't get it.
That's exactly because I said you can say this, which I said to you, you can say the same sentence every day. But when you lift that vibrational energy, that sentence, if it's a meaning, you know, it's meaningful, you suddenly see it in a completely different way, but it's exactly the same words because it's where you are in your vibrational energy.
Well, I can repeat Steve's sentence or I can have my own sentence. And even though they both come to the same point, there's two different ways of getting there.
That's exactly what I'm
so
saying.
With Dana, it's a little bit different when you talk to her at a different level and than it is for Russ or Max or a lot of other people. It's not that their frequency is any different. They're high, they're low, they're all over the place. It's just that if you understand yourself, then you're able to look at what it is that you're looking at and understand it better.
But they could be and I agree completely with that, because there could be 3 or 4 people listening to the same thing.
Correct.
But depending on where you are, you're going to hear, each 4 could hear it completely differently, because certain times you're not even ready to hear what she's saying, or even myself.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
Yeah, it's a good way to explain that, actually, right?
It's the same thing with people who have, and speaking of Dana.
Ears are burning.
Yeah.
Ears are burning?
We were just talking about you because
I know,
it made
I
a lot of, you heard the show. Yeah, good, because I was thinking, I wish you were here.
Here
There
she
you go.
is.
Actually, yes, I didn't even realize that when I just said it.
Well, the
This is
object,
perfect
the object of the
example.
game is to fine tune yourself is a little bit different than to listen to everything around you that's fine tuning you. You sort of have to have a balance.
But on
it's, it's
sorry,
the balance beam. You can't just rely on one thing. You have to rely on multiple things to get there.
But, and I agree with you.
Come
So
on in.
going back to the 4 people that are listening perhaps to the same conversation, let's say not names because I'm not thinking of anyone, but that first person who has maybe not got to the level of the 4th person is going to interpret it differently. However, there's steps to that. That first person doesn't jump to the 4th person with what they know, but they're hearing it. And that's the first part of it, because you've got to open up to that. So the more you open up, you'll reach the second person, where I'm assuming they're all different, what I'm saying, the 3rd, and then you know what, you're going to get to the 4th. However, that 4th can then become the first person in the next conversation, because we're always learning.
You take religion, and you have 4 different types of religion, and each one of them is different, but they all assume the same thing. There's something greater.
That's right.
It could be David, it could be Muhammad, it could be Jesus, it could be God, it could be, there's something greater that you pray to because you want to actually elevate yourself to a greater plane. I get that. The problem that I have with all of this is that people don't have the realization that they can and they should do this. They have the ability. I mean, you don't have to. You have choice.
What ability?
But we've all got to start somewhere,
to see
Freddie.
something that's greater in value.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I've gotten this information by listening to her and seeing when she's trying to explain to people that you have to sort of straighten this out before you can listen to all of this. So all of this is nice. I get it. Trust me. I've heard it for years. I've seen it for years. But until this is lined up, then all of this doesn't make any sense.
But yeah, and that's perfect. But if you're not ready to hear, you can hear.
You are
that's
ready.
exactly what I'm saying. Well, I've listened
Zena,
to.
listen to me.
Oh yeah,
there ain't
okay,
no
Zena.
such thing as not ready. It's the same thing that I hear when people tell me.
No, I don't mean you personally.
No, and I'm not taking it personally. I'm just telling you in general. There ain't no such thing as not ready. We were born ready. You know, if we weren't given
People don't
life,
think they're ready.
Yeah, but I didn't mean it that way.
if we weren't given life, then you could say you're not ready.
We're all ready. However, there's a lot of people that don't know they're ready, and that's what I mean. Because if
Yeah, I
it's
know.
not put in front of you, we're all learning here.
Even
so
people
the
who
person
think they're
that's
ready
not
aren't
ready,
ready. I
you
get that.
We don't know who's not ready, but as long as we get our word out,
Oh,
the
trust
ones that are
me.
ready are going to understand it.
Trust you me,
Anna.
depending on who you are, you'll know who's not ready.
We don't know. That's
You
why
know
this-
what?
Yeah.
And I agree with you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. And I understand your point too, but That is something that I learned.
Agreed with.
I love people and I like to help. And sometimes to try to help, I am more like, what you think? You are perfect? Because some people are not ready
They're not ready
to listen a different perception. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then I learned to be around the person that I love and give the time, because my time is not the same time that your time or somebody different.
right.
So I learned in a bad way, like I was in the point that I hurt people that I love, to say, what is wrong with you? You know, are you stupid? At one point, it wasn't the best way, but maybe I feel frustrated, you know, because I can see something that that person is not seeing, but it's my perception. And then I learned that it's not ready. And now that person is in different position, and they come to me and they say, you know what, Marta, I was thinking what you told me the other day, and you're right.
So let me ask you a question. Suppose that I listen to a point of view that you're telling me, right? I don't have to agree or disagree. It's not my point of view to agree, disagree. And I ask you a question to your statement, and you answer the question. I says, okay. See, there's a new vocabulary I've learned. I could go to a temple, I could go anywhere in the world, and I will listen. Has nothing to do whether it's right or wrong. I've learned the ability to listen. And the problem is that people think that an answer to a question is listening. That isn't. It's the ability to listen. It's the ability to line up and say, okay, you have that ability, you have that question, that's your point of view. No problem. I'm not going to disagree or agree out loud anymore with people, because it seems that all you do when you do that is they're taking it negatively, because in my opinion,
because they're claiming victimhood.
In my opinion, what's happening is that they don't understand that they have the ability to change the delivery, how they think, how they are. We are all here with that ability. It isn't time. We are in time. You want to create this business. This business has already happened. When you catch up, you're going to say, I manifested it, but I saw it today. I saw it last week. I'm just waiting for you to do it. So one of the things that I saw, we're talking about the show, what you were talking to us. One of the things that I saw is, here is a very intelligent man who has seen things 20 and back, the whole nine. Yet he doesn't understand what she's trying to tell him is that you can't teach the masses if you can't learn yourself.
Yeah, it's the same thing as even that expression. You can't really love unless you love yourself. It's
Exactly.
the same thing.
But then you have to understand what that means.
I agree with what you said a little while ago, that we're all ready.
Yes.
Some people don't make the effort.
That's
to move
okay.
further.
But that's okay.
But we're born ready. We just don't
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
That they don't
That's
make
the
the
main
effort
thing.
isn't the concern. That you make them aware that they don't make the effort is the concern. You just do you, you be you. Eventually, they will learn.
Into you.
But they will learn. I don't know. You want to add something? This is
I am
about-
just so happy.
Just talking to them.
This is so awesome. This is so awesome to listen to this.
I
I was in the car.
Yeah.
I was in the car. I wasn't listening. I was sitting in quiet. And right before I got out, I checked my phone, and you guys popped up, and you started talking about conversations that we've had, and I was like, oh, that's my cue. And so that's what I did. But I agree with everybody, because everybody's got their own perspective. But really, it's about awareness and willingness.
That's right.
You have
And
to have the
open-mindedness too,
What's
because
that?
that's open mind. Because if you don't
Well,
have
that's
an
the
open
awareness.
mind, that's awareness.
That's the
Yeah.
awareness. So if you have a willingness to make changes in your life, but you don't have the awareness of either what it is or
Right.
how to do it, you're out of luck. If you have an awareness, but you don't have the willingness to do something, you're out of luck. But if you have an awareness and a willingness, then you're good to go. And if you meet people who have differing opinions as you, because you have the awareness, you're okay. You're like, okay. Because
Okay, so
you
you
are,
said
like you said, aligned with yourself.
But you're giving them the awareness, but they may not really at that point in their life. But there will be a time they'll say, you know what I heard? Because they'll suddenly begin to grow a little bit and see exactly what you said.
100%.
Makes sense to them.
100%.
But they're not going to make sense if they're not aware of it yet.
I
Right?
see my husband say things now that I would fight with him 5-10 years ago, and I'm like, oh, you're so smart. But can I mention one other thing, because I think that the visual will suit you for the conversation. I actually wrote about this in one of the books in the trilogy. There was a painting. It was a piece of art called Lovers. Have you guys heard of this? It was Lovers, and it looked like, it was kind of like black and white sepia, and it looked like a man and a woman in an embrace, like an erotic embrace, nothing crazy. And when you had any children under the age of 9 look at this picture, all they saw were dolphins swimming. Because that's all their
in their mindset,
right? Allowed, right? So they saw
right.
dolphins. Meanwhile, me, Dirty McDirtyson, I'm like, ooh, they're nude, and they got their arms, and they're, because I can't even see the dolphins because my frame of reference is far beyond dolphins.
That's a very good analogy.
So it's really about their awareness. So, like Sally, to your point, if you're talking to somebody who doesn't share the same awareness as you, you could beat them over the head with a hammer.
For hours.
They're never going to get it.
They
So
won't
what's
get it.
you watch people on the internet? Everybody's fighting with each other, but they don't have a willingness to see the other's point of view. So you just be.
And the most amazing thing is, because we're always learning, even over this weekend was an amazing eye-opener for myself. But first of all, with what we did together,
Yeah.
because everything that I was thinking was
That's how
what
you
you
look at the
talked
camera.
about.
Yeah.
But those same words that I may have not knew
Sally,
what
look
you
at the
s-
camera.
Those same, because those
Awareness.
same words that you were
Awareness.
saying, it's
Over there.
hard because I'm always
Over
used
there.
to looking at
She
someone.
can see you talking to the
Okay.
camera.
Yeah.
But the same words have a different significance. It's very difficult. Okay. No, I've got one right here.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm done.
Try that one.
Try that camera. That's a good camera.
Awareness.
Dying.
Awareness.
Okay.
It's like, oh, I got a camera there.
Awareness.
When hearing things that we're talking about, are just way too skeptical to have it sink in.
Yeah.
Well, they're
Because
not
that's what
ready.
people are.
This is what we're saying. They're not ready. It's not their fault.
No. Let's not hang an excuse. See, there's too many excuses now. They're not ready.
Ready
What
for
they-
what?
what they're gonna
We're
they're gonna
all
wake
ready,
up one
Freddie.
day and say, today
Oh,
I'm
I
ready?
love that. We're all ready, Freddie. Everybody is ready.
No, it doesn't happen.
Freddie,
They're ready
we're
for that
all-
next step.
that's right.
But that next step, oh, sorry.
We're born ready. We're born
Look at the camera, Sally.
Sorry.
We're born ready.
This is really weird. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
talking to the air.
Yeah, well, this is TV. You got to talk into the
We're
camera.
born ready. We're born ready. It's just that we've got to open up to that. Some people come in and they understand a lot.
All right, so let's
Others-
take the bus right back to the beginning of the race, which is what we were talking about. Keep looking at the camera. We were talking about, Dana, your explanation as to aligning yourself so that you're ready to see the things that you've been given. But we are already ready. There's no such thing as let me get ready. You're on the on-deck circle, you're ready to swing the bat when you get up to the plate. Okay, you're at the plate. Whether you take a swing at it or not,
But I don't
that's on
think
you.
people know if they're ready or they're not ready. They know they're either happy or they're unhappy. And if they're unhappy, they want
don't
to
think
make
they're ready.
They want to make a change. They don't look at it and go, "Oh, I'm ready."
They're
They
not
may
ready.
be ready for a
They're not ready.
change.
I have to connect Sally and Freddie's, because Sally's here. I don't want to move the mic, and Freddie's here, and I just want to kind of catch it somewhere in the middle. People are born ready. They're always ready. They may not be ready vibrationally, and I want to talk about that today, for what's coming their way, because everything carries a frequency. So if Sally's frequency is here and Joe Schmo's frequency is here, it appears that he's not ready. He is ready. He's just ready for the frequency here. He's not ready for what Sally has to say. So at some point when he goes to this frequency and then to this frequency, hopefully, and then
there
to this
are
frequency, someday, 3 years from now, he's going to be like, oh, because he's going to be in that frequency, and the nonsense that Sally was spewing 3 years prior is finally going to make sense to him. So it wasn't that he wasn't ready here. He wasn't ready for this frequency. And I see that all the time. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of
I
sense.
do too,
Some-
all the time.
Sometimes what happens too is that you need to have some experience to go to other levels, because that is the part of the life. So you're ready to
That's the essence
start
of life,
having
yeah.
the different experience, but how she explained, you're not ready for open to go and explore the next energy level. You know, because it happened. I mean, I wish, for example, right now, I can bet you have 10 times more knowledge and more experience than many years ago when you were younger.
Yes.
right? And now you are more open to hear what she said or hear what she say.
Or maybe
that-
I never met anything of her, or I didn't meet her 10 years ago.
Exactly.
It could have been that, or maybe I just looked and I couldn't find. Or people, every time I found them, they kept telling me no.
But the example
Or they kept telling me no.
We're on a higher frequency right now. A
Maybe
high
you are.
Look at who's in the studio with you. See, it attracts because once
It
you're
meant
on
to
that
be.
higher frequency, you stay on that, which we are here.
You know, the funny thing about all this, Dana, is I'm the one that said, come on. Not her. Not her.
And you too.
I was the one that said,
You know that. You're meant to be.
go ahead, ask your question.
Well, Ella and I are just looking at each other, kind of like, what's going on? Like, what do you have to say to the beginner person?
Well, can I'm talking.
That's fair. It's a fair question.
Yes.
That is very interesting to know. It's okay.
Dana, there's a mic next to you too.
Oh,
the reason
I get two.
we want to hear it.
Am I your favorite?
So this way I can look at you.
Oh, sorry.
Who's going first?
Oh, I didn't know it. So to the beginner, you just have to understand what your readiness is. And I had mentioned this last week when I was talking about manifestation. Like, if you want to know what your frequency is, look around you. Look at the people you're hanging out with. Look at the home you live in. Look at the feeling that you carry. If you're constantly frustrated or carrying excessive worry or in arguments or whatever it is, and that's the frequency you carry. So your next level of readiness is maybe to go the step up from being less angry, maybe worrying less. And then ultimately, when you get to that frequency, maybe the next frequency is to have more joy in your life and to give up resentments, to forgive. Maybe the next frequency you carry, next thing you know, you're carrying this frequency of amazing and acute discernment that allows you to navigate the world in an easier way. So to the beginner, I would say, it doesn't have to be all weird. Just look at where you are and try to carry a frequency that's a little bit higher. And then the circumstances that are in that frequency, like I mentioned this again last week, if I have a frequency of unworthiness, then it's the circumstances on the menu that I have to choose from are going to be in alignment with that frequency. So it may be not taking the job that I want or be in a relationship that I don't like.
What do you mean by frequency?
Go ahead.
Go, tagging you in.
No, it's what we've been talking about. The reason I just wanted to tell you, you've been on my show a few times. Why do you think you're sitting on my show? There you go. I told you that.
Okay.
Of course you're ready.
Okay.
Of course you're ready.
Oh, I just got to chill.
And it's there you go. But we attract, which you know, Dana, which we were just talking about. The attraction is there. If you're on that higher frequency, you're going to feel the lower frequency. The difference between the lower and higher frequency is the people on the lower frequency. The people on the lower frequency are not feeling the high. It's hard. I look at myself. It's hard to feel that higher frequency. But once you felt that, you know the difference. When you're higher, you want to stay on that frequency that you're at. But it's like going up a ladder.
So like once I've seen
You've
the
got
thing
on the
that's
ladder.
not the dolphins, that's the people, because I looked it up. Looked up the image. We looked it up.
Well, think of it as a ladder.
I don't lie.
Think of it as a ladder. You've got the ladder now.
You can't unsee the other thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's perception.
And a good way, I guess, rule of thumb is just go by how you feel. One of the first things that I talked about when I first started doing these segments is that we all have our personal GPS, and the higher frequency emotions are. Am I too much? Should I
No,
stop?
you're good.
The higher frequency emotions are joy, peace, freedom, love, and all of those things. And the lower frequency emotions are frustration, needless worry, self-doubt, and all those things. So constantly check into where you are. And if you can maintain a baseline of a higher, a better feeling emotion, look at
Yeah, there you go. You're good.
right here.
Yeah.
A better feeling.
It's very difficult.
The cameras don't make sense today.
I know.
They don't make sense
they
today.
don't.
If you stay in the frequency of a better feeling emotion for most of the time and deal with the crappy emotions, put them to rest, and then go back to that baseline, what's going to happen is the circumstances that align with that frequency are going to show up more. and you're going to have more pleasant experiences, and that's up the ladder. So just watch your emotions. I'm stopping. I'm done.
No, the problem is, Dana, I'll give you the reason for that.
Sally, are we following up on this on your show?
Yeah, I was just going to say, we're both at that level right now. Look what's happening to us. We're going crazy.
Not me.
Well, no, I was referring to you and I. I'm sorry, but I was referring to you and I.
All right, more to come. You ready? Got that, Max? You guys got that?
Oh yeah, Ella might leave, but I'm staying. No, I'm just kidding. She's interested.
One thing that I learned is to be clear what elevate my energy or my, and you like music, you like art, you like do more of that, of what you like, and that without think, oh my God, what I'm gonna do today to elevate my energy. No, don't think. Just try enjoy everything that you do, and that immediately is going to elevate you. No, it's not now that you're gonna go and buy books and start saying, okay, how I'm gonna do this because I need to elevate my energy. And your husband is gonna come to talk to you. Leave me alone. I'm learning how to elevate my energy. No.
She's funny,
because
right?
it happens. It has to be something natural that comes to you. Okay, you know what? I love to get up very early and pray and learn more about God. And that elevate my energy because I feel more connect with God. Everything that I do it with more love. I love what I do facials. I do facials, by the way. Yeah.
Facials 101.
Yeah, so I go to my work and I love my clients. That elevate my energy. I'm not trying to be nice with my clients because my boss is expecting from me to do that. No, I'm doing that because I love it. I enjoy it, and that elevate my energy. So all that, right?
If you get up and you make your bed, make your bed, la cama, you make your bed, and you do a prayer of thanks, because those 12 hours or whatever you sleep, and you wake up the next day, isn't that the gift? And you get to sleep in the bed. If you're on a rock or something, you get to fix that. Okay, then so be it. But isn't that really where it begins every single day? Everything after that, if you have to think about it, then you're not really learning it. You're regurgitating it. If you have to think about it, then you're living somebody else's wishes.
Or you're quoting somebody else.
That's right. You're not being balanced. You're being reactive. People are telling you how to react. People are telling you, yo, you got to do this and you got to do that. That's why the powers that be right now, they keep messing up because they're reactive. They don't understand how much life is just what it's worth. And we don't have that sensibility anymore of how important life is. Oh, you're here today, gone tomorrow. You got to learn this for yourself. You can't let others around you influence you how you feel. You got to sort of decide how you're going to feel and go from there. Then the lesson begins. Because to teach it is the hardest thing in the world, not to learn it. Because you've always been born with it. That's right. That's the way I see it.
So don't claim victimhood. Do you?
Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim in the hood, baby.
You be you. Don't be a victim.
Don't be a victim in the hood.
Just saying. Goes right back to it.
Whatever it is that you have to, whatever phrases, you got like 6, 7. Whatever phrases you got to come up with.
All right, we got to wrap this up. We got to get ready for Sally.
Yes.
Martha, thank you for joining us.
I'm exhausted. I don't know if I can do my show.
Sally and Steve and Max and Ella and Dana, of course. More to come today at 2:30 on Call Me Zena. Write in questions. Psychic and medium Sally Bernard, host of Call Me Zena, or call in 888-994-4995 Studio A. Check it out. To our new crew, welcome aboard, and we will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
It won't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.